Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very interesting PlayStation 5 scalping information in regards to how many total consoles have basically been bought, the percentages, and how much of the market actually is based around PS5 scalpers. And in all honesty, these numbers are a lot higher than expected, and overall, the numbers that people have spent in terms of buying from scalpers is literally in the upper millions, and it's just insanity on how much money people are making from all this stuff, and as well, how many people have actually bought from scalpers, and also how many scalpers have even gotten consoles from all these major retail drops like Walmart, Amazon, Target, etc. So we're going to be talking about this, talking about some other little things mixed in with scalpers, and just overall, very interesting news. But of course, as you guys know, I'm always very anti-scalper, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there also appreciate that same sentiment, because I know a lot of you guys out there just want to go buy from retailers from normal retail price, and that's why we're always here trying our best to go and help you guys, because I feel like that is the best way to go do it to it. So as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, make sure you guys are entered in with our brand new giveaway. Use the link tree down below in the comments and also in the description for additional entries if you guys would like to. Super easy to go do. We also have the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below if you guys want to follow. All the Amazon links with the new controllers and PS5 disc and digitals if you guys want to go check and see. And of course, as well, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, and you guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Without further ado, let's go dive in the video itself. So, as I mentioned, we basically still have a massive scalping problem, and I would want to go and say that it actually keeps on getting worse and worse and worse as time goes on. Thankfully now, as basically there's a lot less scalpers, but the issue is still prevalent because there's a lot of people out there that still need it, and of course some of the scalpers have actually improved their system and improved basically the ways to get their consoles, and it kind of just makes the issue just a little bit more annoying to go and deal with. But thankfully, as more people keep on getting consoles, as scalpers keep on making less money, and as well as Sony keeps on making more consoles, the overall issues with scalpers has gone down, especially since the very first like 2 weeks or so. It's been a little bit more clean, a little bit more chill, and not so much as a worry. But we still have to worry about the major scalping problem, because it is still affecting a lot of the GPUs, PS5s, and Xbox Series X's. So we have an article over here from the games industry. We're going to talk about this with information, with numbers, for all that stuff, and I would love to hear your thoughts down below, because I'm definitely anti-scalpers. So all this stuff is always lame. So let's go dive into this. So basically, what can we do to go and stop the PS5 and Xbox scalpers? The situation is exaggerated, but there are still problems to solve. Number one, make all the retailers walk in. There you go. So this entire video is now over. The demand for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S is still sky high, with both Sony and Microsoft machines going out of stock the moment they come on in. As with anything that has limited supply and high demand, this has resulted in a number of devices being bought up and sold for inflated prices on auction sites such as like StockX, which has actually went and reported 130,000 PlayStation 5s have just been sold just from their websites, which is insanity. Never buy from scalpers. There's so many major issues that can go wrong, and you're also paying pretty much double the price. It's never worth it, trust me. The situation is actually grabbing a lot of media headlines, and also myself included, because I actually like the idea of talking about the idea of scalping. But basically, we spoke to games retailers, trade bodies, and platform holders, both on and off record, to get an understanding of the extent of the scalping problem. So, what is actually causing the problem? I'm sure you guys all know. The root of the issue is that it just hasn't been enough stock at the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and S, although Sony has also managed to go deliver a very strong amount of shipments compared to previous console launches, so they're trying their best, they're doing their best, and I would actually go and say, if anything, with the pandemic and also with semiconductor issues, shortages, and of course an increase in gaming, while it is hard to still get these consoles, I do have to say Microsoft and Sony have been doing pretty good. Now, granted, it's not the dream scenario, but I think they've been doing okay. Microsoft, too, has also been struggling to go meet demand with the restrictions, global semiconductor shortages, ship things, blocking with the Suez Canal, etc. have all been kind of not good. As well with also COVID, too. Basically, all the retailers have had to go and switch to online, as I'm sure you guys know if you guys watch a lot of the videos that we have on the channel. Which basically means a lot of scalping groups can also build bots, kind of the major issue we were talking about yesterday with Target itself, that could also lead to major issues in the future, same with Amazon and Walmart, but as well, they also have other things too as well, with like things like jumping in front of queues, having a chance to go and buy multiple different orders, like 50 consoles at once, and all of that. And also we did go and see a lot of people also trying to go and scalp with physical, but I do believe that is always the best route to go and fix it. So basically the more intriguing stuff too as well is also, how bad is it? And I want to do a little bit of a ramble when it comes to also the numbers too, because we'll get to that in this section. It's kind of the main focus of this video. So scalpers and auction sites have been quick to promote their success in obtaining consoles, which is always kind of scummy. This is a PR opportunity for them, as well, kind of scummy, and they've been quick to tell everyone about it. Once again, kind of scummy. Makes sense for scalpers out there. That, combined with frustrated customers eager for a new PlayStation or Xbox, have led some to believing scalping is responsible for the majority of new console sales, which I also agree with this on as well. This is definitely an exaggeration, but I would actually probably go and say that's it's actually a lot higher of a number than I would ever expect. So some of you guys know about that. So basically, this article is stating it's more of an exaggeration. I would like to hear your thoughts down below, because I have a little bit of a different take, but you guys, that's why I like YouTube videos. I get to see your opinions and stuff. So in the UK, based on an analysis of major auction sites, upwards of 5% of PlayStation 5 consoles appear to have been resold. Now, this is not the exact science. The data just factors in the relisting and relistings of PS5s, so also maybe duplicate sales tracked here. There's also numerous ways to sell these products away from major reselling sites. So basically, from this article has kind of been saying is that as of now, 5% of all the PlayStation 5 consoles have either been sold or resold when it comes to scalpers or botters. Now, some people are kind of saying, like, I'm kind of curious on your thoughts on this. I think that's huge. Because don't forget, in terms of actual numbers, they've sold around 8 million consoles so far. So it's like pretty much around 500,000 consoles if you round up a little bit, because I'm sure there's been a lot more side deals, or like a brother selling a console to their other brother, or whatever, which is like pseudo scalping. You guys know what I mean? And I feel like that's an insane amount of numbers. Like, that is massive. In some countries have not even gotten that many consoles. Like, India as a whole has probably gotten maybe like 100,000 total consoles in general. So some people are saying that's not that much, but just based off of the UK, in terms of UK analytics, 5% of all the consoles over there are been sold from scalpers. And as well, I do want to go and say that the US definitely seems a lot bigger, because we've had more consoles sold here in America, but as well, we also have the eBay and Facebooks and also StockX's too as well. And off of StockX alone, it's like 130,000 consoles, with always more being added every day. And as well, with Facebook, eBay, and all those other listings, Amazon listing, Walmart resellers, etc., it's been insane on how many people have actually been just, getting consoles. And as well, I do think the scalper issue is bigger in America. So I almost want to go and say, just based on those numbers, it could be like, if you want to be more like, exclamatory, like more like out there, you could maybe go and see that maybe like getting close to 1 million consoles could have been scalped if you go and use the 5% data figure number when it comes to the actual PS5 itself. Kind of go and use those same references for America, and as well also if you go to factor in the entire country so far. Because also don't forget too, in India, pretty much every console was being scalped, to the point where Sony had to go and step on into it. There was a really high majority of consoles there was so much of an issue that some retailers got banned from actually scalping and using those things. So this is an insane number, at least to me. Now, you guys might think like 5%, a little bit more, a little bit less is not that bad. I think that's insane. Because don't forget, this is all with everyone. I'm talking about every single sale whatsoever on all the Amazon, Walmart, Best Buys, whatever. Almost so, like, that's a very large majority. I may be overdoing it. You guys let me know in your comments down below. That's why they have the comment section there. As well, the article also states that furthermore, the United States seems to actually have a more severe scalping problem, which is why I'm kind of saying those numbers might be a little bit more on the higher end as well with the United States, because we actually have seen a lot of scalpers. You look on Twitter, you see bots trying to go sell stuff nonstop. Could be also just scams too as well, but it's floating everywhere. So basically, yeah, basically as also well, just based on the StockX numbers, the United States seems so much more bigger compared to the UK and Europe. But as well, so I got over there. But even so, the majority of the consoles are not even end up on eBay and its rivals. Basically, so sales with games like the PS5 games like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, which are presumably not scalped, is also seeing a huge uplift every single time there's new consoles released. So basically, at least even though there is a really large amount of numbers for scalpers, basically scalping consoles, we are still seeing the hands in a large majority of normal players out there, which is nice. I kind of just feel like that number is really, really high, and I do truly think a lot of this can be solved with just stores just doing walk-ins. Like, I truly think that is the best way to do it, as well as also like have like email limitations or credit card identification, stuff like that, to make it so people can only buy 1 or 2 consoles. I really think that's over there. On top of that, nevertheless, even single-digit percentages of millions of consoles is a lot of consoles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On a very higher note, it could even be up to the millions. I don't think it's that high, but it could be, depending on the actual numbers. So basically, this article has a few other things too as well, saying is it really a problem? Basically, frustrated and disappointed fans is not something either platform holder is happy about. Phil Spencer is like, hey, yo, we got to work on this. And on top of that too, good old Jim Ryan's like, hey, we making more consoles. So at least they are working on the issues, but the big challenges around consumer rights, where basically the UK has also literally been trying to go and forbid this and make it illegal when it comes to buying things off of eBay. We've seen a lot of scalper laws and that kind of floating around. As a result, if there's a fault with the new PlayStation or Xbox, consumers can't simply return it to GameStop or Amazon. They'll also have to go through Sony and Microsoft customer service, which is also, once again, sometimes a little bit of an issue when it comes to buying off of scalpers. So basically, what are the retailers doing about this? It's fair to say that some of the stores were caught off guard during the pre-order stage of the PS5. You think, if you guys remember that from 6 months ago, that was an awful time. Yet, since then, becoming more vigilant. The days of shops pre-announcing when stock is coming has faded, which has actually been a little bit more on the sadder side too as well, as this has allowed scalpers to get organized. Some smaller stores tell us that they've taken to more manually checking addresses and screen out multiple orders, which is very good. And one larger store tells us they have introduced a strong measures to ensure it's a one customer policy is maintained. The UK retailer Game says it has its own checking system in place and actually has canceled orders and put them back on sale, which is also kind of cool. So we are seeing retailers work on the stuff and making it better. There's been more extreme measures available to stores, but they do have downsides based with Curry's, as they had to basically go play around with the pricing, more higher up from cost as well. They also had different vouchers, and they basically had to go and do like lottery systems and stuff like that to make it a little bit harder as well. So it's kind of crazy to go and see all this stuff. We've also been seeing too, is also don't ramble too much, but we're basically seeing a lot of places like Xbox and PlayStation trying their best to go and make sure that they make as many consoles in them, doing alternative consoles like we saw with the PS redesign, and a few other things too as well, like the PS Directs and Xbox websites, which is at least making things a little bit nicer and easier for us to go and combat against scalpers. And of course, we also have even seen the UK proposing bills to go make console scalping illegal, which of course is still in like legislation as of now, and I'm sure by the time it's all fully done, it will be fully, like all the consoles will probably be in the hands of most normal consumers. But it is also nice seeing that we are seeing major government bodies and retailers trying their best to go fix scalping, because as you guys can tell by the article of this, it was over like 5% of all consoles have been scalped, which I still think is insane. And of course, the very ending note, scalping will probably be likely to continue in the short term, with people still, trying their best to make money off the consoles and all of that. But thankfully, as time goes on and we get more consoles made, more people keep on getting them, because the scalpers make less money, it just means it's a little bit less likely for all this to actually go and happen. So at least we have that going on for us. But I would like to mainly hear your thoughts on the scalpers that have bought up over 5% of all the consoles. Some people are saying that's small. I think that's huge. If you think about it, in the hundreds of thousands of consoles that have been sold and also basically stolen from people. Let me know your thoughts down below. It is kind of nice that we're seeing retailers, both American and also UK, and also probably India as well, dealing with this stuff, but it's still kind of a major problem. So scalpers, big boo. Anti-scalping here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up later on throughout today for some more videos. Make sure you guys enter on in and subscribe to the channel for the brand new PS5 giveaway with the links down below. Put on the notifications, the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below too as well. We also do have the Amazon links for the PS5 controllers and all that good stuff floating around. If you guys want to check the consoles, warehouse consoles, whatever. And of course, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. I love you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys all, and I'll see you guys up on the next one.